Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Walk-In. This is Victor Futrell, a.k.a. Hot Sauce Tuna Sandwich, because hot sauce goes on tuna sandwiches. Thank you, Katie, for bringing me a tuna salad to work the other day that I could put hot sauce on.
You're welcome.
And to my right is Claben Lee.
Strong.
Yep.
Back. Sadie.
We're here.
Try asses. Just try.
There was no question.
Just try.
Give your introduction and stop being a dick.
He's being a dick.
You are.
You know who I am. It's Clay, the professional.
I was like, how you want to be? You want to be inconsistent every week. Heard.
Yeah. It's just me.
Parched. Oh. Mm-hmm. And the beautiful Katie Sadiq.
Hey, it's your girl, HBK. You know, Happy Nappy Froyo on the gram. HAPINAPIFROYO. It's your girl.
They are for me.
What happens when niggas don't listen.
And a very special guest. Y'all know him as Spencer or Spinny.
Spanny,
Baby.
Spencer Thomas, one of the long tenure bartenders in the city.
what up? Thanks for having me, y'all.
Half of the Emo Night DJ set, if I'm not mistaken.
Technically a third now. We just added
Oh, third.
a new guy last week, so
Hell yeah.
I'm just a Weasley third now. You know? Weasley.
I'm also a third, so it's okay.
I don't have anything against emo, but I was trying to avoid it when I went to Memphis Saturday.
I feel you on that.
I ended up at a spot, and it was a live emo band.
The more you try to push it away, it just comes back harder.
It's making a comeback.
It is.
Teenage angst, man.
Strong as fuck.
I still got that teenage angst.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's strong. And I knew every song. I just didn't know the words.
Yeah. You just know those first chords, those first drum hits.
Yeah.
They're just stuck with you forever.
Man, I enjoyed
That's how
it.
it was when we went to Nobles. Me and Clay went to Nobles 2 weeks ago. And it was during lunch, and this girl was playing emo, and
Yeah.
I knew all the words, and Clay was like, "How the fuck do you know?" So I was like,
Katie does
"It's
know
like
every
I was like,
fucking
it's
word.
literally just embedded in my brain."
How come I never seen you at emo night?
I don't go to emo night
Why?
because
Should
I'm not
be
an
too
emo
wild.
girl.
Everyone's an emo girl.
Yeah, kind of.
Listen, emo nights at Rosemary's kind of did something to me. I was like, I can't go. I can't do it anymore.
I mean, I like that style of music, but I just think it goes on too long for me. It's it'll be 8 hours of just straight emo music, and I'd be just wondering how many songs were made. Emo songs, just so many of them.
There's actually there's a lot of really good emo music out there that doesn't get played. That they weren't the number one hits or the biggest bands.
And that's the cool shit, though.
guarantee I still know the
that's the cool
lyrics.
shit.
Yeah.
I guarantee I know the
Kind of like
lyrics.
Devin the Dude when it comes to rap.
Yeah.
I love Devin the Dude.
Yeah, but everybody doesn't know about him.
Yeah, that's true. So, man, how was your guys' week? How was your week, Clay?
I don't know. Different.
Let me get a motherfucking
It was different. I'm kind of clashing with one of my coworkers right now. Kind of not seeing eye to eye. I'm kind of over it. She complained about closing when she was the last one in.
She gotta go.
I mean, people complain about shit,
She gotta go.
I mean, just you can't complain about closing if you're coming in at 8 p.m.
She came in at 6. We closed at midnight, and she didn't want to close.
How do you pay your bills?
Not my problem or my.
That's not. I just don't understand that mentality.
I don't get that, man.
I'm trying to like her. I'm trying to be friends with her.
No. That's
I'm
where you're
trying
fucking
to
up. You don't have to be friends.
I'm trying to make things work. Inside the.
That's where you're fucking up. You don't have
Inside
to be
of our
friends.
work
You also have
habitat.
to understand that from a management position, you don't have to be friends.
I mean,
with
not friends, but yeah, I'm trying to coexist when we are behind the bar
people. That's
together.
fine. And if it don't work, she gotta go.
Or just, just find a way to mutually respect each other and just let her know, hey man, you come in at 6. Fucking we close at midnight.
That shouldn't even be
6
a
hours.
discussion.
Such a short shift.
It's a short shift. It's
I
6
really
hours.
don't, I mean, that just don't even feel like that should even have to be a discussion. I mean, you come in at 6, y'all close at 12. What the fuck do you think?
I know
you're
she
doing?
hit me. What's up? I don't want to close tonight. I closed last night.
Isn't like closing.
Isn't
like-
part of our job?
I told her.
Sounds like you don't want to work.
It's like I told her, like I closed for a month straight when we first opened. Like, what are you talking about?
Sounds like you might need another job.
I mean,
Who, me or her?
Her. sounds like she needs a day shift job.
I ain't going nowhere.
There's some good day shift
Biscuit
bartender
Love
jobs.
is hiring.
Biscuit Love, you know their food kind of like fell off. It's not as good as it used to be.
Love.
I worked there.
Pancake
Did you?
Pantry.
Yeah.
There,
I lasted for like 2 weeks. I'm just kidding, a month.
Oh,
yeah,
and
I
I
didn't
went.
know you worked at Biscuit Love.
Yeah.
Then I
What was
went
that?
to.
When
and
I
I went
first
to.
fucking moved here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember
I've
you
never
working
been
there,
to
but I remember you
Biscuit Love.
mentioning
You
that.
never been to Biscuit Love?
No.
either.
It's not worth the hype.
I don't want it.
I fell, and then I just proceeded to lay there like I was injured. So everybody like came running out of the kitchen, and then all these people like cutting them, and I just like opened my eyes and smiled like, "Hey, just kidding." I just wanted to be dramatic for a minute.
That's so fucked up. Oh, and I also went to Memphis.
Yes.
Go holler at Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
It was so quiet out there.
I bet. Peace.
I got home at the crib and I just laid out on the couch. And there was nothing. No sirens,
Silence.
no cars, no woo girls,
Oh,
no
it's a beautiful
no
thing.
no fucking dogs barking.
I turned into a woo girl
It was just silence.
when champagne is involved. Woo girl Vic.
Yeah, it wasn't none of
I
that.
used to be quite the woo girl.
Man, her name's Mackenzie. She's a 25-year-old white woman. She just jumps out of my body when I drink champagne. She's a fucking animal too. She's a fucking terrorist.
I don't think I've ever met Mackenzie before.
Man, she's a motherfucker.
Mackenzie just came out because we were just recently like discovered our love of champagne, and so I don't know what mine is. I don't know her name yet. I just know that she and Mackenzie together are very much a combo.
Fucking terrorist, man. I'm serious, man. Fucking just
I
nuisances.
think mine might be worse than yours. Though.
Definitely.
Champagne's a dangerous, fun game.
I'm literally running around like
Fucking doing laybacks of champagne.
I busted in on Vic one night when he was fucking closing at Rosemary, and I was like, open the door, let me in after they had already closed. And then Alex was like, no, and I was like, I got a key. I'm
Came in with a
coming
crew of
in
people.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shots of tequila and bottles of champagne. I got told no by a scout at fucking Mother's Room that I couldn't have another bottle of champagne, and fucking Joe was there, and I was like, Joe. He just told me that I could not have another bottle of champagne, and Joe was like, she can have whatever she wants. And I was
You see?
Uh-huh.
The Karen starts coming out.
Yeah.
All of that shit.
And then, and then the next thing I know, I'm walking out with 2.5 bottles of champagne on my way to Rosemary with a gaggle of people.
A gaggle. It was a gaggle of people. I was almost out of there too. I had just done just about everything, and
How was your weekend, Victor?
it was laid back. It was weird. I mean, I only worked like 2 days this weekend. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday was fun. Sunday was cool. Laid back. Friday I was off. What the fuck did I do Friday? I did something. Oh, that's what I did. Yeah, it was fine.
Yikes.
Where was that drag show at?
Bowie's,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
like the dueling drag show. It was honestly the best time.
That sounds fucking awesome. A dueling drag show?
Yeah.
Were they like teams?
Yeah, 2 teams, and then basically whoever gets the most money like wins. They've like crowd participation, so they had a twerk contest. I don't know what else they did. I had too much anxiety the whole time. I was like, please don't bring me on stage to twerk. Like that is my worst nightmare.
Were you in drag?
Please don't make me
No, I
shake my
wasn't,
ass.
But they were like, they would just grab people out of the crowd and like, oh, if you got a bow on, you got to come up on stage. I was like, do not put a goddamn bow on me.
Oh wow.
I was like,
I would have liked to see you twerk, Spencer.
I will twerk behind a bar. That is the only place.
The only place for twerking.
And the DJ booth.
Yeah, man. The emo thing, y'all been going for strong for about what? Almost a year now.
Yeah, we started. I mean, Joe started just a hair before I did and brought me on. But yeah, we started pretty much, I think, March or April last year.
Man, y'all dudes are crushing it now, man.
It's blowing up. Surprising. Like, this is something I've always wanted to do, and just something I dance around in my apartment to emo music every day. So the fact that I get to do it now with other people, it's a job, it's a living, like it's a dream come true. But Yeah, the parties just get more and more wild.
I
every
saw your Instagram from when y'all went down to Florida.
Oh my god. And that's just it. Like we're starting to take it on the road and go to different cities, and I mean, you don't know what the response is going to be, and it was. I mean, we're already talking. We're texting this morning about going back.
Oh,
We've
that's
already got
dope.
people hitting us up to come back. So it's like that response is amazing.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's super dope, actually.
Yeah.
Fucking, you went down to Florida. You got to go see Cass when you were down there.
Yeah.
I went down to Florida and got to see Cass. Also, what was that? Went to Florida, what? January? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Went down there, stayed with him and Shauna for like a night or so.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
The cozy little house they got.
It's such a nice house.
It is. Yeah, I went down. Me and Jack went down the very first week they were there to surprise him for his birthday, and I was like, "This is a cute little. This is Shauna and Cass."
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
walked in there and knew right away that was where they belonged.
Man,
So
Shauna fucking cooking breakfast and waking me up at 9 a.m. in the morning. Fucking.
Shauna's 1,000 miles away, and she still finds a way to wake me up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I will get like 9 Instagram notifications of just things she's sharing to me, and I'm like, girl, you know I'm asleep, but you love to
Our
wake me
friends
up.
don't give a fuck about us sleeping there. Like,
no.
Brady Legs had the audacity to FaceTime me at like 11 or 12 yesterday. And I was like
Like in the afternoon or midnight?
in the afternoon.
Oh.
And I was like, you know that I'm not like alive. And I didn't respond. I just politely declined that shit. And then she like texted me, she's like, are you working? And I was like, not till later. Why? And she was like, I found all the gays that used to come to Three Crow.
What?
And they were asking about you. And I was like, where? ...
Where are they going?
So they were at fucking Red Door. She's like, shh, they're at Red Door. And I was like, girl, I go to Red Door. I don't like, that's fine. I don't care. I was like, sweet, tell everybody I love them, but I'm not responding to FaceTime right now because I look like shit.
Yeah.
I'd also stayed up really late.
Story of my life. Well, shit, Spencer.
How was my weekend?
I thought
I was just about to ask. No.
How was
I
your
got you,
weekend?
girl. I
Thanks,
got you.
Spencer. It was great. It was a great weekend. I feel so appreciated. Nah, it was a solid weekend. Or week, I guess. Yeah. Parker retaliated on some kids last week. They're still getting bullied.
Good.
Friday was weird because, it was after the fucking full moon that was still lingering around. People were fucking wild, tearing up wallpaper, tearing up benches. They fucked Rosemary up this weekend.
Did they?
Yes.
Huh?
You haven't looked in Slack, obviously.
No, I have not.
Yeah, this another weird, wild weekend. Call it the Wild Wide. I feel like it's like the Wild Wide West now. Kicking people out at like 11 p.m. on
People been
Friday.
getting drunk, man.
I don't even know if it's just like, I don't think, yes, alcohol has play in it, but I don't think it's just fucking alcohol. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like, I feel like the fucking drug supply is up right now because the amount of fucking people that are coming in, eyes rolling in the back of their fucking head.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, hey, it's dangerous as fuck.
I think it's a lot of pills, man.
And yeah, everybody likes to fucking party, but like when you're like it's scary as fuck. I got people falling out left and right.
Yeah, that shit's not cool at all.
I mean, hell, I fucking fall without anything in my system because I'm old. I didn't have my glasses on Saturday at work, and I had to call my babysitter to have her bring them to me.
Can't see anything without my glasses.
No, I literally tripped twice in like a 30-minute time frame, and I fell 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't recovered from that. I still have bruises all over my legs.
Yeah, you did take a tumble.
I got my legs are still knotted the fuck up.
Again?
Yeah. No, this is still from whenever I fell 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm just bruised still. Like, it's not. I don't heal quick anymore. I'm old. I'll be 36 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you will be.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Yeah. 36 is new. 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything still hurts when you wake up in the morning. That's
I
part of
hope
waking up is.
Folgers in your cup?
No, just the sounds of the cracks running down every like limb of your body.
Oh yeah, the smallest thing. I nearly broke my ankle 2 weeks ago, and I am still hobbling around on it.
It's a fucking real thing.
So bad.
I had surgery in my left leg in high school because I tore my ACL. Like the numb spot that or from whenever they did like the anesthesia. It was numb for years. I can feel everything from where I fell, like in that specific area. Like that's how fucked up I felt.
Yeah. That's trash.
Oh, my body's so rough. I can tell the weather now.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I could tell it was going to rain today.
Really?
Oh yeah. My bones start aching. Like I have a permanent broken knuckle in my hand from like doing dumb drunk shit and punching walls because that always seems like a good idea, but
it's never a good idea. It only hurts yourself when you punch walls.
I
Did you hit a stud?
I can finally fit my
Yeah.
ring back on my finger, kind of, because it was so swollen that I couldn't fit this ring on at all.
yeah, I went to bed last night. My hand was swollen. I was like, it's going to rain. Next 48 hours it's coming, and then
Oh, people shit. Gotta start watching your salt intake. We are there.
So I guess we get into it. Spencer,
Yeah.
how'd you start off bartending, man?
So I started off bartending in kind of a weird way. I was working retail for a really long time. I had moved to Nashville to be a musician, and
No, you don't say.
I know, right? Yeah. Hopefully, I'm the first one on this.
I think you are. I think you're
Cool. Was worried about that.
That was a lie.
I know it was. Yeah. We're just gonna push through. No, I was working retail, and I got this job offer that was like I was going to run a small like retail clothing boutique, and they were going to match my actual what I was making for a salary. I was working for PetSmart, worked with animals for
Like I
5
said,
years.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Like kind of a dope gig. Looking back at the money, it wasn't. You know, now that I'm on that bartender money, I'm like, I don't know how it would survive making the money they do, but.
Did you ever have to deal with Karens at PetSmart? Just curious.
A couple, not too many. It was usually like in the salon though. Yeah, you cut someone's dog the wrong way. Oh my God, people. Yeah, I know of like one celebrity that was a Karen. I think at one point, I think Kelly Clarkson like had a Karen moment one day.
Really?
I think if I remember right, someone did. But yeah, we had a couple people. You know, whatever.
You cut her dog wrong?
I didn't. Don't give me scissors. I'll cut myself before I cut anything else. But no, it was, we had, I basically ran a store in West Nashville for 5 years.
Sick.
So it was a cool gig, and, you know, it definitely taught me a lot about who I am, but I don't miss it in the least bit. Like I said, the money wasn't there. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I left that job to run a clothing boutique. 3 weeks into the clothing boutique, they laid me off. Yeah, they told me they had all this money, and I was jobless, and PetSmart wouldn't take me back because I kind of left on, like, bad terms. I kind of, like, walked out the door with middle fingers up and was like, I'm going to go be this amazing 24-year-old dude who's going to make all this money, and obviously that didn't happen. So Jim O'Shea actually got me my first gig. There was this nightclub back in the day, My.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Tuesdays at my.
Recognize? Oh, yeah, Jeremy Todd.
Yeah, man.
That
Fucking
was-
40-ounce Miller High Lives, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Good nights. Good nights.
Oh.
40-ounce Miller High Lives?
Yeah.
And they would put him in the brown paper bag, right? Am I remembering that right?
I think at the beginning they
I think,
did put
yeah.
him in.
Yeah,
I
You
think
walk
that was like
around,
Jim's idea. He was
They
like,
did.
yo, we're going to...
like 40s in the brown paper
Yeah.
bag. Yeah. And
I remember like the first night of that. It was literally just 20 of us. It was like just a bunch of homies. And then 6 months later,
It was
we
crazy.
had a line down the block, sold out. And I was running the door. I started running the door for the party.
oh, shit.
Because Jeremy was like, yo, like chicks are free, but let's make some money off the dudes.
Yeah.
You know, dudes will pay to go to a club where...
Which on a Tuesday, too. You know?
On a Tuesday, yeah. And that thing would be wall to wall, bars insane. Like I said, I mean, the line went up the block for it. So
I wish we could do Recognize.
yeah, I don't know if did you ever go to Y2K back in the day?
Was that at 12 and Porter?
Yeah,
I think I've been to like one Y2K, but they did it at Rosemary. But I didn't go to the older ones.
yeah, that shit. I mean, you couldn't do that. I don't think you could do that party. I mean, Jeremy, it was his party as well, but I don't think that party could exist this day and age anymore. Just with the way music's changed and kind of the way the party scene has changed. You know, everyone wants to do the downtown thing.
Which I don't get, man.
I don't get it either. You know, Nashville doesn't really have like a nightclub scene.
What were we talking about that last week?
Yeah.
About like Nashville. And Nashville used to have clubs.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it was 2 weeks ago. When
Yeah,
it
2
was,
weeks ago.
yeah.
Yeah, there was like at least I feel like 8 or 9 of them. I know there was like a lot of them didn't succeed, which
I mean, my was what was it before? It was Anthem, or it was Anthem?
Anthem was after mine.
Yeah. 12 and Porter, but that was more like a venue, I guess.
Yeah, it was a venue, and then Jeremy and our other buddy Sam would just do the Y2K party on a Saturday night. Man, that party was, I mean, that made me. If it wasn't for Jeremy Todd, I wouldn't know anybody I know in this city to this day.
He knows everybody.
Yeah, I literally went to that party by myself, met him and Sam, the other DJ, and they have introduced me to every bartender, every DJ, musician, like anyone I know.
They know everybody.
Yeah.
Like, and Jeremy and Nick knows fucking the world, I swear.
Dude.
Just like Case knows everybody. Like, Case introduced me to a DJ, DJ B. He was the DJ in my hometown in Virginia, and he did a funky good time at 5 Spot. I was like, how do you know these people, Case?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Case came in hot on Friday night with like all the fucking skater boys. Like,
Was he drunk?
I don't know. I can't ever tell.
He's a tough one to tell.
I can tell sometimes when Case is really fucked up.
Well, he came in like literally with about like 12 like pro skater guys, and then the next thing I know, Case is gone. They're all down in Beauty Queen, like literally like shots and beers, like back to back, having a fucking good time. Where the fuck is Case? I was like, I love how he just comes in here and drops his friends off and dips.
Gotta drop him off at the daycare. You know?
Yes, basically he's like, I told him to trust me. And I was like, okay.
He was drunk. Cases, he's hilarious. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I was down on my luck and was like really depressed. I was a sad little emo boy, and Jim was like, "Hey, we need a bar back if you want to come work in the nightclub." And so I started there, bar back in with Reggie Carson. Way back in the day, he's up in New York nowadays, but
I've heard his name before.
Yeah, long-time homie. He's been in a lot of bars in the city, but he kind of taught me everything I know, him and Jim, and just trained me as a bar back. And to this day, I still run around and say I'm the best bar back in the city. Someone's going to challenge me one day, and I'm going to get my ass kicked by him. But
you can say it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if my body could take it like it used to, you know.
That's tough shit, man.
But and then yeah, I did some touring for a little while as a crew guy after that gig, and was kind of on and off in the bar scene. And then I got a phone call from Jim one day that he needed a bar back up at Mercy Lounge, and I was like, "Yep, you did me well before. I'm gonna take this gig." And
good dudes, man.
Dude, yeah, for real. Like Jim, there again, another person. The amount of people I know through Jim. I mean, and Drew, because Drew was technically the one who hired me. Jim was the one who brought me on, but both those guys, and like, I mean, getting to see Rosemary develop and seeing how they've taken care of everyone there too. But yeah, and then I started bartending at Mercy. I'll never forget my first shift was like supposed to be like terrible, like 20 people are going to show up, and like 400 people walk through the door, and it was just me and Jim, and he goes, "You're bartending tonight." And I was like, "What?"
Make it pink.
And he goes, "Figure it out." Like the old, Jim, he's like, "Figure it out." And he walked away, and I was like, "Oh God." And ever since then, I started bartending, and I've been in love with it ever since. So yeah, I've been bartending for about 7 years now, industry for 10. So
yeah,
it doesn't feel like that though. But
it feels a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Bartending ages you in dog years. I swear to God it does, man.
My body says I've been doing it for like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? It's a fact. Like, God damn, man.
I'm back here, like back behind the bar, stretching like a motherfucker, like literally, like, here we go.
There we go. All right.
All right.
Yeah, it's probably like, adding the alcohol on top of that probably doesn't help at all.
Dude, bar mats fuck me up.
So I was just going to tell the story of Jim. I'll never forget when I first started working for Jim as a bar back. I would always pull the floor mats because like I want to get floors out of the way, and Jim would yell at me. He's like, "No, leave the floor mats. I got to have something to stand on." I was like, "You old fucking man! Like, get your back fixed." Nowadays, I'm yelling at my bar back to leave the floor mats, and I was like, "Damn, Jim
I'm
was
yelling
on
at
to
mine
something."
because I want them out of there.
See,
like
I don't mind the floor mats yet, but sometimes
the floor mats in Rosemary aren't as bad because there's the wood floor, like where it's on wood. Fucking floor mats in fucking Beauty Queen suck dick because they're like, as soon as the fucking floor gets wet underneath, they slide every motherfucking where.
Cool.
That's how I almost broke my ankle.
Yeah, so that's why my back and body always fucking hurts because I mean the way I move behind the bar is like I'm constantly like like spinning, and then whenever those motherfucking mats move, like I'm like literally like, ooh.
Yeah, no. Like the mats at I need the mats at Marathon because the floors are concrete and shit.
Yeah.
Man, that shit's fucking brutal when working a show and just straight up concrete floors. That shit hurts.
Oh yeah,
It's the
I feel like
shoes.
if they took up a wider spectrum,
It's the shoes.
I don't do myself any justice on the feet though. Yeah, I wear terrible shoes to bartend in.
Me too.
I got the perfect boots. That's all I wear. Floor mats are fucking not. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm in Vans.
Yeah, I'm usually in Vans.
I like that little bit of torture.
Yeah, or sometimes I wear my Chucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
God,
I
I
just
used to
like to feel
work.
it.
I used to strictly work in Chucks, like
Yeah, that's not smart at all. For one,
I did that
They
for-
get wet. Your feet is gonna be fucking soaked.
for
Same with Vans.
years.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I have flat feet, so those are the only shoes that like ever like properly like mold to my feet. I'm flat-footed, I'm pigeon-toed, and I'm not neat. I'm fucked.
I'm just flat-footed.
So yeah, so like my feet turn
Get you some custom soles.
in. Doesn't matter.
I mean, for your flat feet.
I've had some.
Not for everything else. That shit sounds like surgery.
Yeah, I'm just, I just have a whole fucking like system. But Chucks used to be like my saving grace. Like that was the only thing that fucking like worked for me. And then like,
But you gonna learn.
oh, I learned. I don't do that shit anymore. Now I have like these extra fucking thick soled fucking like Nikes that have a fucking like extra like cushion like that thick on them. They're fucking dope.
Yep.
I think I
feel
still
like
wear my Vans.
They're kind of like, I feel like they're moon shoes. Like,
I mean, I always use more. I used to wear Doc Martens all the time, but I keep blowing out the soles in them.
Really?
Oh, all the time.
Don't they have like a lifetime warranty on
That's
those?
what I've been told, and I'm just too lazy to go. I don't know. I'm like one of those people. Like if Amazon sends me something that is not what I ordered, I'm like, just throw it in a drawer and whatever. I'll give it to someone 2 years from now.
Christmas
Yeah,
gift.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was thinking about you.
I'm just too lazy. Fuck it. I don't know.
So man, also Spencer, thank you. This is a first. This is the first of us not drinking during the podcast.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Thanks.
And these non-alcoholic Heinekens are not bad.
They're not bad. There's I was telling Katie before we started recording. There's a lot of really cool like non-alcs out there that I drink. Heineken's not. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely not bad. Some of them are like terrible. They taste like water with,
St. Pauli's.
Yeah, St. Pauli Girl. O'Doul's honestly isn't that bad, but
What's the other one? There's another one. It's O'Doul's and something else that they have.
St. Pauli and O'Doul's are like the two big ones, and then is it Klosthaler or
I don't know the other one.
I think Red Door is the only one that carries it. But
I did not know that.
what you used to drink at Three Crow? Was it O'Doul's?
Buckler.
Buckler. Okay, yeah.
I can't find that anywhere. But those were my favorite.
Yeah.
Those were like Miller Lights.
I can't remember. What I was like,
Because it still tastes kind of like beer.
Yeah,
If you like the beer taste.
yeah. I mean, I've got a couple that I drink like in my fridge right now that they're like craft beers. And
Really?
I've literally blind taste tested multiple bartenders, and they did not know it wasn't actual beer. There's
Fuck.
well-being.
They
out of
should
St.
know if
Louis.
you give it to them that it's probably
Most wouldn't.
Probably not
I
alcohol.
mean, you would hope, but they're honestly, there's a lot of cool shit out there on the market.
dude, just like you brought in like this non-alcoholic tequila. That shit is blowing my fucking mind. I
Yeah.
didn't know that existed.
They got all that shit. Tequila, gin, vodka, rum.
I didn't know.
And like I said,
It's
it's
been
not.
out for a couple years.
It doesn't taste identical to it because you need that actual alcohol in there, but you can get like the hints of it. I mean, the gin I have is very like ginger and juniper based.
Okay.
The whiskey is very. There's like a little bit of cinnamon, kind of some nutmeg. Like you kind of get that like burn, but it's a much sweeter taste. But yeah.
See, now I'm thinking like if somebody like had like a shit. What am I trying to say? Like a mocktail menu. You could fucking use non-alcoholic spirits with it, and that shit probably come out fire.
Cinema does it.
Yeah.
They do?
The Fox.
Yeah.
The Fox is like they have a whole. I think it's like it's 4 or 5 drinks, but they have a whole mocktail menu, and this is they use. I can't remember if they use Ritual or Seed Lip.
Oh,
But yeah, it's. I mean, they're great for people. Whether you're pregnant, sober, DD. Like
And 0 calories, as I can read from the back of the bottle.
that's ultimately why I drink it. The 0 calories.
0 calories.
How long have you been sober, Spence?
I'm coming up May 13th this year will be 5 years.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
God bless you.
it's been crazy.
That's a while.
Yeah, it's been a long while.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did I know you before you were sober?
So I was actually doing that like this morning when I was getting ready. I was like, I don't know if I knew you or not. I was even trying to think. I was like, Katie, when did you start at Three Crow? Was I still drinking? Were you there yet when I was drinking?
I don't think you were drinking anymore.
I was gonna say maybe I was already sober when I met you as well.
I don't know.
Because you was at Three Crow for what, 3 years?
Yeah.
So, and I've been at Rosemary for what, four and some change.
So I got sober. I think it was on like Rosemary's 1 month anniversary of being open. They had just opened, and I threw my like last hoorah. I don't remember anything. The pictures on my phone, you can clearly see that. It was like my last night of drinking with all my friends, and I took everyone to Rosemary and was like, let's get wasted one last time before I go off to rehab.
Did you go to rehab?
Yeah, dude. I spent 45 days in rehab.
Sheesh, how was that?
It honestly was like, so rehab is, if you've ever watched, it's basically the real world. Like MTV's the real world. You're constantly being watched by cameras. There's cameras everywhere. Everyone's just trying to fuck each other.
Hell yeah. Did they let you fuck?
No.
No.
Oh, no. Like
got
you didn't
too
get to have your
excited.
phone. You didn't get to have like any outside information. I mean, you got TV, so like we could watch the news and we had all that, but it was like you're just kind of like locked down in a cabin with nothing to do. You didn't have the internet. You didn't have distractions, and it was like, it was honestly really
time
fun.
With yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it makes you spend time with yourself.
Yeah.
Were you like? Were you in there with only people that were like alcoholics and people that had drug issues too?
Everything.
Everything?
I mean, there were like housewives in there who were just like, I need my fucking wine. I want my wine. Like, you know, they had like 3 kids and all they did was take them to soccer practice and that's how they started drinking. I know other people that were like meth heads, like everything.
Wow.
So it was definitely, and I was the youngest one in there. So it was kind of weird to I kind of saw everything from a distance. Everyone was, I think the next youngest person was 10 years older than me. So I felt very much like a child, and but I think it kind of helped me because I was kind of by myself during all of it. You know, I made friends with people, but there wasn't people that were relatable, you know. Couldn't talk about it, but.
That's fucking, man, dude. Much respect to you, man, for
Appreciate
being able to do that shit, yo, because I've always thought about like, I go to rehab, but I think I'd have to get to the point where I like actually want to quit drinking because I enjoy drinking alcohol. It's like
Yeah.
But I wanted to see I'm curious what the rehab experience is like. You know.
So there's definitely like I talked to a couple people that were in my rehab facility. Mine was like pretty laid back. Like I was in a cabin in the middle of bumfuck Michigan.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how to get there to this day if I had to. But it was like 45 to 50 people. They had a detox cabin, so you have to spend like your first chunk of time in rehab detoxing, and you've got nurses watching you and doctors. They're like, hey, here's a TV remote. Like, whenever you want food, let us know. You can sleep. You're just going to hang out here. And that's what I did for my first 3 days. And then they move you into the big house, and then you get to hang out with everyone. You go to classes all day long. You can go to the gym. They've got like a chef on site, so you just like
Eat and chill.
yeah, basically play board games. They would do as you like progress through the rehab program, they start to give you more freedom. So on the weekends, they let you go to the grocery store. They like load you all up in a van and you get a budget. Like they have a little store in there. You can buy cigarettes and candy and whatever. But
I bet a lot of people smoke a fuck ton of cigarettes there.
oh, dude, that was actually so. A lot of rehab facilities don't allow you to smoke.
Oh,
So
no.
when my mom was like big help in finding me this spot, I would talk to people and like basically they were interviewing me and I was interviewing them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, I talked to the one dude, I was like, yo, dude, can I smoke cigarettes? He just laughed. He's like, yeah, we're not going to make you quit multiple addictions all at once.
Yeah,
And
because
so-
that sounds like overkill, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I talked to one dude, like one rehab facility was basically like prison. He was like, you got one smoke break at 6:30 in the morning and one smoke break at 8:30
God.
at night. And that was it. That was the only time they let you even go outside.
I can't even fathom smoking a cigarette that early in
Like
the morning.
unless I'm still up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. But like, just waking up and then
Yeah, no.
actually, I mean, I've been there before.
I mean, cigarette and coffee. cigarette, coffee, and the shit. You know?
Yeah.
I started
Getting
drinking coffee
Parker
in
up for
rehab.
school.
Did you?
I'd never drank a cup of coffee in my life. And I'll never forget because not only was I detoxing off alcohol, I was detoxing off sugar because anyone that knew me, all I drank was Fireball, Jägermeister, vodka Red Bulls.
Oh, you were a terrorist.
Oh, I was the worst. Like, all my friends hated me. Like, the only thing that I drank that people were like, yes, we'll drink this with you was tequila.
Yeah.
I miss tequila so much.
Tequila's a hard one to get rid of.
It is. Tequila and Jägermeister are my two favorite. Those are, like, I keep bottles on my bar at home just to smell them.
Oh, wow.
Just so I can be like, oh, yeah, this is.
See, Jaeger's one of those things. Jaeger had to grow on me. The Jaeger cold brew is actually pretty
Nope.
good. You don't like it? I like
I'm
the Jaeger.
just saying Jaeger in general. I had my phase of Jaeger, and Jaeger is one of those like things that it sticks with you for like a few days. Like you don't have a hangover from Jaeger like the very next day, but that shit like 2 days later, you're like I felt it. I'd be like, what in the fuck is happening to me?
Jaeger.
Yes.
We'll see how many times I can thank Jim O'Shea on this podcast today, but Jägermeister, Jim O'Shea. I had to work this.
I hate whenever Jim pours me a shot of fucking Jaeger. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'll do tequila with you, but I'm not drinking Jaeger.
He gave me my first Jaeger bomb ever. I'll never forget. I was at it was like a Wednesday or Thursday night. And he was by himself, and he was like, "We're drinking tonight." I'm like, all right, Jaeger bombs, cool. I don't
What
know
is
what
it
these
about
are.
fucking like managers and like GMs like being the fucking Jaeger monsters? Because that's how I started drinking Jaegers with like one of my like the AGM at a restaurant that I worked at. Me and Jason hated each fucking other, but we both had a fucking like weirdness about us that we hated each other at work, but we'd go out and drink with each other at night, playing pool and drinking Jaeger. Ugh.
I mean, Jaeger's. I don't mind it.
I do. I'd go to the bathroom and I come back and there'd be 4 fucking shots, like 4 Jaeger bombs lined up, and I'd be like, God damn it, Jason, no. And he'd be like, we're doing this tonight. And I'm like, I don't want to do this tonight. Like,
Just take a couple, you know.
couple my ass, a couple turns into fucking like 20, and I'm just like, ugh.
The only thing I hate about Jaeger is just how sticky it is. If you get that anywhere,
It's everywhere.
you're stuck forever.
Yeah, that Fireball.
You get that on your arms and just
Nope.
See, I don't like Fireball. I don't like the cinnamon whiskeys situations. Not my thing.
I did Fireball just because that's what everybody used to drink at fucking Corner Bar whenever we'd get off from Nama and walk down there, and we would literally just like. Also, they had it on fucking. They had a little Fireball tap machine where it kept it fucking cold. And then fucking Mo used to give us fucking like free shots all the fucking time. Fucking Fireball. It's just fucking like now like I can't even.
Cold
like,
Fireball is so syrupy. Like it gets so
it's
thick.
cough syrup.
Yeah, man. See, I'm a chartreuse monster. Like that.
That was my third favorite thing. I have a bottle of that on my bar that I smell every couple days. I miss that.
Green chartreuse is yeah.
Isn't it funny how like certain smells like you're just like I still gotta have like just let me smell it.
Yeah.
I was like that with cigarettes whenever I was pregnant with Parker, but like not like the actual cigarette. So actual cigarette smoke and like just people smoking in general, I couldn't handle and make me throw up. But I always wanted to smell Adam's hands after he'd smoke a cigarette.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very interesting. Yeah.
that was like my pregnancy craving because I was sick the entire time I was pregnant with him. Like I couldn't keep shit down, and like anything, like certain smells just like trigger me and just like off rip. Like I couldn't stand like a cigarette being smoked around me. But after he'd go smoke a cigarette, I'd be like, let me smell your hands. And he'd be like, no, that's so fucking weird. But just give it to me.
Give me a goddamn hand.
And he'd be like, it's enough. And I'd be like, okay. It's like
Yeah,
I
that's
just
weird.
wanted a cigarette so bad, and I couldn't. I mean, obviously.
You can't smoke. You can't smoke when you're pregnant. You can have like one glass of wine a day.
Well, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
People probably still
True.
fucking
Yeah,
do that
people.
shit.
Yeah, people did. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I've seen pregnant ladies smoke.
That's how I knew I was
mean,
pregnant.
The list
'cause,
of
like,
things, I don't personally know. You would be the expert
Yeah.
on this, but the things you can and cannot do when you're pregnant is.
I mean,
There's
there's
so many
like
different foods you
I'm gonna
can
say not can and cannot, but like should and should not do when you're pregnant. I mean, because there are a lot of people that still
It's like
smoke cigarettes.
seafood or some shit. You can't.
Yeah.
So like certain seafoods, deli meat you can't have whenever
What?
you're pregnant
Can't have a
because
sandwich.
like, you have to heat everything up because and like like parasites, bacteria, like certain things and processed like meat that you can't have while you're pregnant. So whenever Maddie was pregnant with Briar, she wanted a sandwich from Duke's one time, and I was like, hey, can we heat up like every piece of like meat on her sandwich in order for her to have like, I was like, at least she can enjoy that. I can enjoy shit when I was pregnant with Parker. Like I literally eat a baked potato coming back up. Only thing I could eat was white bread with honey butter on it, and not even toast. Like I'm talking about just like plain ass piece of white bread with some like a little bit of honey butter on it. That's the only thing I could keep down that I wouldn't throw up.
That sounds awful.
It sounds weird.
It was terrible.
Respect to the pregnant ladies out there.
Yeah. I could never.
Everybody's fucking body is different. Everybody processes that shit. Like, kudos to those bitches that are like, I love being pregnant. So much I love being pregnant.
they must be like, oh my God, just sober people. They have to be.
Yeah.
Because like, I remember my friend Joey, his wife, she was pregnant with their third kid. And she was like, I'm going to be fucking pregnant on my birthday, and all I want to do is get fucking wasted. And like,
I was pregnant on my birthday with Parker, and you know what my friends did? Still took me to a fucking bar like assholes.
The fuck?
They took me to fucking dinner at goddamn what was it Logan's or Texas Roadhouse? One of them peanut throwing motherfuckers. And they told the bitches that worked there it was my birthday. They put me on that motherfucking wooden seat or wooden horse thing.
Oh, that's whack.
Well, I'm pregnant as fuck. I was like, Parker was due in July. It was March. My birthday's St. Patrick's Day, which also fucking blows. So, everybody's out wasted on my birthday. I'm big as hell, miserable as fuck on this goddamn thing like this while these bitches are singing happy birthday to me. And I'm just like, and then we proceeded to go to fucking Bailey's because everybody wanted to go to Bailey's.
Bailey's downtown or Bailey's Rivergate?
Oh, it was a Bailey's in Knoxville.
Oh,
okay.
I was thinking the one downtown. I was like,
they
that
were
is
smoking
such an
inside,
obscure spot.
Yes, there was smoking inside.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore right downtown.
It was still smoking inside. I'm sitting here like, y'all know, motherfuckers know I can't stand the smell of cigarette smoke right now
They
because
took you to Bailey's.
pick better friends, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
this is the moral of my story.
You can still smoke in the Bailey's in Rivergate.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to that one. I've only been to the one downtown.
I used to work at a warehouse up the street from this. All the warehouse guys, if we got off work early enough, we'd go catch last call at Bailey's Rivergate. Had some times there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you out there, man, it's nothing but bad decisions being made around that place.
It's same thing downtown. That and Broadway Brewhouse.
Brewhouse is cool. I like Brewhouse.
Oh,
yeah.
I still fuck with Brewhouse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't been to Mojo in a while. I just never go to Midtown, man.
Yep.
Kind of avoid that shit like the plague.
Yeah, it's surrounded by all those like weird. I don't know.
It's surrounded by people that I don't
Just go in the middle. Just go in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
The kids aren't out in the middle of the day. That's when I go. Between the hours of noon and 4.
I used to fuck with that Chewy's real hard over there, though.
No, Steven used to work at that Chewy's.
Really?
Yeah. Is he from Edgefield, Steven?
I did not know that. I'm asking about that next time I see him.
Yeah. He worked there for a while, too, man.
Dude, yeah. Me and Jeremy Todd, we were there once or twice a week religiously.
I used to hit the Chewy's and R.I.P because we used to stay by R.I.P Mills. So if I had visited them all, I would go to that Chewy's, which got a lot of homies up there. And then we would go to Scoreboards. Did you ever fuck with Scoreboards?
Yeah.
Dude. And then everybody that worked in the mall comes over to Scoreboards about like midnight. Scoreboards is actually fucking pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's like I'm a diehard Green Bay Packers fan, and that's a Packers bar.
Is that a Packers bar?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Dude, that place on a Sunday is nuts. I've only been like once or twice because it gives me too much anxiety. It's like too many people.
Yeah.
Too much going on. I'm like.
And then they expanded and have that back patio area. Like, I mean, when we were going there, that back patio area was not a thing. It was just inside, and they had a little smoking area outside.
Yeah, some of those bars on the outskirts of town.
There's some cool ones, man. There's some
Yeah.
cool ones.
Will Hagen's is still my favorite. That's where I am all summer long.
I have not been to Will Hagen's.
You can smoke inside. Like
The burgers are fire.
Is that the place they play volleyball at?
Yeah, that's where we play volleyball every Sunday.
Taylor and them. You play volleyball with Taylor and them, right? Yeah. That's cool with fucking Colin. Colin doing that the Battle of the Bars volleyball tournament. That shit's so cool.
It's been really fun to see him develop that over the years.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he first started doing it, and it was like he was struggling. There'd be like weeks where it's like, these bars are hungover, and now it's like this big thing.
Yeah.
That, he's got all these sponsors, and everyone's on board with it. It's cool.
It's cool, man. I mean, it's giving everybody a sense of community, and I think that's one thing we probably need more of in Nashville. I think it still feels like I mean, segregated seems like the wrong word to say because we're talking about like bars, but it kind of feels segregated. Like people on one side of town just pretty much hang in that area and kind of shit on the bars in other places.
Yeah.
Like people downtown mostly like, have their downtown shit going on, and everywhere else sucks except for downtown and their type shit.
I think there's those like crews that cross over really well where, there are the downtown bartenders that are over in East Nashville at Rosemary hanging out or wherever, Pearl Diver. But then you do get those people, like I know of some bartenders downtown who are like, nah, like we only fuck with downtown. Like that's where we go. I'm like,
it's so many places,
also it's
man.
downtown, man. Like you realize why everyone shits on you. Like we don't want to come down there because of all the tourists and like, don't get me wrong, they pay our bills.
Yeah, but see, I think downtown is the parking, and then it's like the fuckery, man. It's just like shit. At one point in time, they had a dude that passed away. They tried to like jump from like Hard Rock to somewhere else, or some shit happened like maybe a couple years ago, and
Dude, last weekend alone, I have 2 bartenders that work at Mercy Lounge that work downtown. That's their primary gig, and then they pick up with us. Both of them came in and said someone died in their bar.
No,
they work at 2 different bars.
See, that's the shit. Like,
I'm like, what?
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to those people too.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
fuck.
I'm like, no, there's no way I can mentally handle that. On top of just people being drunk and like screaming at you at all times.
And then somebody dies in the bar. It's like, fuck, man.
And they were, bless them. They were just like kind of numb to it. Like not throwing shit on them or anything like that. But it was just like not out of the norm for something like that. They're just so used to seeing people get arrested, people get hauled off in ambulances. I was like, what the hell?
Every fucking weekend.
Yeah. I can't imagine that.
Yeah. I worked downtown. I had a stint downtown. I was working for Acme for a little bit. And
that's right.
Yeah, I was bar backing over there.
Yeah. I think that's where we first met because I used to come see Cass and Josh and all the crew.
Well, you know what? Because I think I started Acme right after Cass quit Acme.
Okay. But I still think, I used to go down there because Jeremy and Nick were DJing.
Yeah, Jeremy and Nick were DJing. Of course, Clayton Kidd was still working there.
Yeah.
Fucking Colin was still there.
Yeah, a lot of the OGs were still there. Cass was one of the first to actually get out.
Yeah, because then they had that mass firing where a lot of people got, that shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I'm a bartender, so they fired all these bartenders. Nope. No, you don't. You bar backing. But no, man, I think that might be from where I know you from. It might be from the Acme days.
I was never sober there. That was, anytime I showed up there, I was already on next level.
Man, Acme, I used to love going to Acme, man. I was never sober if I wasn't working there. Like, if I was, like, off work, I was fucking plastered if I was at Acme.
It was a great spot. That was the first spot that had, like, the rooftop bars and everything, or the, rooftop. And,
and the location is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you can fucking see right on the river and shit.
Well, and you can, Acme was always great because you could get in and out of downtown because it was right on the corner.
Yeah.
Take an Uber down, you can get out real easily. You don't have to fight traffic. Yeah. Oh, I loved
No
Acme
more.
back then. Yeah.
Now with them building that fucking Four Seasons.
Oh, yeah, they've already got it all. Weekends, it's all blocked off.
It's just traffic so fucked.
Is it? It's not open yet though, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't know when they're opening that, but
soon.
It's coming.
They got a bridge connected to the pedestrian bridge.
Oh, do they?
What?
I know that.
Like what kind of bridge? Like a bridge?
Or
Or like
walking bridge to get across the bridge to the other bridge.
Does anybody that sounds confusing to me? I got to go down there and see it.
A bridge to a bridge.
I do understand what he's saying, but just a bridge to the bridge to the bridge.
It's just a bridge to the bridge.
Honestly, up until yesterday when I went downtown to Bowie's for that drag show, I don't think I've been downtown since summer of 2020. We were going down there and playing Pokemon Go when everything was shut down.
Oh shit! I drove through it when like quarantine happened. It was ghost town.
It was kind of fun to be down there because there was so much shit that I'd never noticed before. It was daylight. There's not people everywhere. Like downtown was like it was just us and the cops. We were just like constantly walking around playing Pokemon Go, and everyone's doing whatever security stuff and whatever.
Like Kende was still staying downtown at that point.
Best time for a photo shoot. You want to stand in the middle of the fucking street, do some stupid shit.
You're not wrong.
Nobody's coming down that motherfucker.
We just stood in the street and played Pokemon.
That's cool.
I heard like you can like the Pokemon Go, you can like transfer it to the Pokemon game on Switch now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found that out. It's random.
I'm still playing, man.
You still playing Pokemon Go?
Oh, that's one of my new addictions. Yeah, I did a whole episode with Owen and Banner and such about Pokemon Go, and
Wow.
that podcast probably could have gone 6 hours. It was
Jesus Christ.
Puck was playing it in fucking Beauty Queen one night after work, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh, yeah.
Go with Pokemon out. I'm like, oh my god.
Rosemary's a Pokestop.
It is a Pokestop.
It's actually it's 2 Pokestops. There's 2 there.
Really?
Yeah, one on the corner of Red Door and one on the one is Rosemary.
Wow.
The only reason I come to see you guys is just to play Pokemon.
Thanks, Spencer.
Appreciate that. The truth comes out now.
Gotta catch 'em all.
He's not drinking. He's coming to get Pokemon.
Coming to get it. Coming to find the Charizard, man.
Yeah, doing my best.
Just doing the best. Fucking weird. This is actually very strange of like not drinking during the podcast. I'm usually hammered by now.
Yo, should we do a shot of this?
Yes, we should do a shot of that. I'm curious.
I'm gonna take 2.
Even though I know it's non-alc, I'm still already like,
Yeah.
You don't even have to just give me a little bit.
You can't even smell it.
ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, I really do feel like I'm about to take a shot of tequila. I'm like, I know.
I was like, ugh. Ooh,
It's just water.
look at your face.
Seasoned water.
It's not the best, but I mean, you can do actually some like cool cocktails and shit with it. But I mean, I just shoot it all the time.
Cheers.
Just something to have.
Enjoy the ritual without the alcohol.
Yeah, that's water. With ginger in it. Is that ginger?
A little bit of ginger.
Yeah. That's just spicy in the back.
It is.
It's just very spicy. That's a lot of fucking ginger.
Yeah, that shit heating my shit up right now. Not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But it's something nice, you know, like you guys actually touched on. I think it was the episode you guys had Owen on. You know, like I like doing shots with people. Like I still believe in the camaraderie as like being a bartender. You know,
Yeah.
doing shots.
That's just spicy.
It is, but it's a nice change of pace. So I'm not always just like doing shots of Red Bull or Coca-Cola or anything like that. So
More bars should carry non-alcoholic spirits.
I really I think it's a growing trend right now, especially with the new generation coming up where CBD and just weed and everything, things are being legalized, and I feels like the drinking trend, I mean, people are always going to be drinking, we're always going to be busy, but not as many people drink as hard as they used to.
Shit.
I feel like.
I mean,
You ain't
it
been to
depends.
Rosemary on the weekend.
You're not wrong.
Fuck.
Yeah. I unfortunately have to be there to see these people be as drunk as they are.
But I think more and more people are doing like the sober thing, not sober thing, but just like I don't know.
People smoking more weed.
Yeah.
People are smoking more weed.
I think that's just, it's like the new trend is people want to get high and fucking only have a couple rather than, but they're still the party people. I mean, the people who pay our bills. So yeah, it's just nice to have this kind of stuff.
So what's going on with Mercy, man? When is
It's kind of up in the air, but as of right now, at the end of this May, we will be done.
Oh man,
So
gonna do something special for like the last show there.
I haven't heard any official details yet, but I do know when we released the news in September, October, whenever it came out, that a lot of artists were hitting us up, like bigger artists that probably wouldn't play Mercy Lounge right now, want to come back and do shows. So
Right.
I'm sure we got some like big things that we're going to try to blow it up the last couple months, and we have some regular like good regular shows coming through too.
Right.
So is it being sold or closed? Just closed.
So yeah, we're basically, from what I know and have heard, is the rent has gone up. It's downtown,
Nashville, man.
Yep. They think every bar in the city makes $1 million a night, and we do not as a music venue, and most bars do not make that money.
Unless you're on Broadway.
Yeah, exactly. So I imagine the rent went up too much, and especially coming off of COVID. I mean, we just are going to hit. I don't even think we will have been open for a year when we closed doors.
Wow.
I think we started in June 2021.
I mean, because I work at Exit every now and then too, and Exit, like there's like that saved the rock block shit, man. It's like that whole situation is fucked, man. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like some things should like be like untouchable in Nashville, and I think Exit and Mercy Lounge like two of those places that like should, Exit so like definitely because it's been there for what 50, 60 years. Some
Yeah,
shit like
I mean,
that?
they've got their 50th anniversary beer out right now that Yazoo made. So it's been at least 50 years.
Yeah.
So.
Like fucking Chuck Berry played at fucking Exodus, man. Like, come on, man. Like,
I mean, that's like the whole cannery complex too. I mean, I think it was like the Ramones or the Sex Pistols, like back in the day, played the ballroom when that was like a restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Because that building's been there for, I think it's been there for 110, 120 years.
shit.
And then Mercy's been there for 20. Hiwatt's been around, I think, since, I think that one's coming up on 10 years. Cannery is right around the same of 20 years. So
It's fucking whack though. That
so much. I mean, that was the
closing.
first. Yeah, it's the first venue I came to when I moved to Nashville 14 years ago. I saw Matt Bell's band, Dozen Dimes, play.
Oh, shit.
And there was a bunch of other like local bands, but that was the first venue I ever came to.
I think Mercy might have been the first venue that I went to see a show. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I think I saw a show. I saw a show at My or Anthem, whichever one it was. Because they used to throw some like show, like Big Crit played at My or Anthem or some shit like that. That was a good show too,
Dude.
Yeah.
We had Big Crit in 2018 up at Cannery. That was one of the funnest shows that year.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah, I was there.
That was like, that was a party.
I fucking did the meet and greet. I dropped 150. I was like, fuck it.
It was, I mean, yeah.
I saw Crit at Mercy.
At Mercy?
Yeah, this is like 2009, 10-ish.
Okay.
And they got magical in that motherfucker, man. Like, 'cause, just I love small shows, man.
Yeah.
And Big Crit was still not very big, and like fucking like just when country shit came out, it was super. I think Drew said he actually booked Big Crit.
I was gonna say, yeah, it would have been back when Drew was booking there.
Yeah, I think
Running the
Drew did
place.
say that, yeah. I wish I could have saw them back then. I should say like.
That's my favorite part about the job is, I get, especially now with the news of us closing, everyone wants to fucking talk to me about it. It's like, yo, what can I get for you? All right, vodka soda. Tell me what's going on with this place. It's like, fuck, I gotta it's just part of my conversation now.
Bro.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry for being another one of those people.
no, you're all good. I'm used to it now. it rolls off the tongue. And I've said it before the news ever came out. Like, I have one of the coolest jobs in the world. Not only do I get paid to make drinks, I get paid to see bands play.
Yeah, that's just tight.
I mean, I got paid, I think we made like $500. It was a private Bon Jovi concert for 200 people.
Oh wow! Like
And the
Bon
ticket-
Jovi was there?
Yeah. Tickets were $2,000. It was for his fan club. It was like 2,000. It was something ridiculous like that. Every person in that room, it was like a 3-hour set plus meet and greet plus Q&A.
Wow, that's
And-
dope with Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I got paid to do that. Like,
People are paying to do this. And you're like, no,
Yeah.
I'm getting paid.
so I was telling people, I'm like, I'm very blessed to do, I get to see all these cool acts. I get to see these bands that, 5 years ago, they might sell out High Water Mercy Lounge, and now they're selling out arenas.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's happened. You
Yeah.
know, like shit, man. Like I get to see people at Marathon at the same time. I'm like, I'm getting paid to be here, man. And like I'm going to see Jasmine Sullivan when she comes because I'm working.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't really listen to Jasmine Sullivan, but she's.
I do, and I can't fucking work.
You're going. You're gonna be there, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah. I'm gonna be working. Shit. Get to see Wale the day afterwards. Fucking
All right.
like this 2 days in a row, Jasmine Sullivan and then Wale. I'm like, hopefully I'll be rolling in dough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is you like learn. I don't know if you felt this from like working over at Marathon, but there's certain artists now I associate with like how much money I made that night.
Absolutely.
I'm like, yeah, like that band's cool, but kind of fuck them. And people are like, what? Why? And I'm like, their crowd doesn't drink. Like,
Dude, I lie to you not, man. The best shows to fucking work. Country shows, dude.
dude,
Country shows, you make so much fucking money.
I just said it last night. I was like, I hate country music.
Me too.
Don't give me, especially the bro country. But goddamn, I make so much money. Bring it. I would work country shows for the rest of my life if I could.
Dude, country shows and honestly, metal shows, man. Metal shows are actually, cause especially like, I remember it was Meshuggah. Meshuggah had came in, them and I think it's Black Dahlia or something like that.
Yeah, Black Dahlia Murder.
Yeah, and Clayton Kidd that came in, that's his type. He loves that music.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, man, you're probably gonna make some money tonight because it's like middle-aged crowd, and they're in there like he's got fucking 40-year-olds in a mosh pit, which I think is hilarious. But they're coming back to the bar all sweaty and shit, and just running tabs up like.
And they just drink Bud Light. I mean, you're only cracking Bud Lights all night long.
And they're drinking a fuck ton, and they're having a great time.
Yeah.
And I love like that because like EDM shows, everybody's on too many drugs to fucking drink. You're giving out water all goddamn night.
Yep.
You know,
It's I had one the other night.
for real, motherfuckers just.
The first.
They be in there with the arms, boy.
Arms
They got
going nuts.
The hand glove shit. Yeah.
Shit.
That shit's weird.
The hula hoops and yeah, no, I
like
had
they
an EDM
double jointed as a motherfucker, just like arms going.
Drinking water.
Yeah.
right.
No, yeah, EDM shows are always they slam the bar for the first hour and then all the drugs kick in and it's just waters.
It's like that episode of Righteous Gemstones whenever they're at the fucking at that bar or like whenever what was his name? Queef. Whatever.
Oh, and they're just dancing in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like that shit went hard real quick and I was like, oh shit, here goes the arms. They ready.
Okay, that one event, me and Megan worked at. Was it sometimes?
Yep,
something?
I remember you telling me about that shit.
And nigga, it was these motherfuckers in a whole circle doing that shit. I was like, I don't even know what kind of dance that's called. I don't even know what it's called.
I got nothing. I mean, I worked in the EDM world for a little bit. I worked with
This
for a
ain't-
couple DJs.
This ain't
but,
EDM. It's like post punk, like
wait, where?
yeah, like those motherfuckers like they wear leather.
Were they doing the the little ska dance where they were like skipping in a circle and shit?
Yeah, shit like that.
what is-
And then they just
Yeah.
fucking weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
What is that called? I know what it's called too, and it's not there right now.
It's called disturbing. It's just it's fucking disturbing to see because they're all doing it and they're all like, I'm like, oh my god, I feel like it. I always like associate that with like devil worship for some reason. I don't. It's probably because of the Righteous Gemstones. It's probably because of that.
Yep.
I love that show.
That's a good one.
It's
Jesus.
pretty fire.
That
Awkward
looks like
silence.
Awkward silence.
Awkward silence.
that looked disappointing.
What?
Your face.
Oh no, I was just curious what it was. It was a Reddit post. Because I get all notifications. I don't silence them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was loud.
Yeah, y'all good.
Good.
Grab another one of these non-outs,
Don't
baby.
forget they foam.
Oh yeah, that's right. They foam. Gotta suck it. You do, so that it doesn't foam everywhere, so it doesn't get all over your face.
It's like great microphone noise too.
I'm not good at sucking.
Clearly.
I'm not good at it. They make it look so easy.
I'm in pain right now.
They do.
They do make it look easy. That
They
was
do.
a sexual joke.
Y'all are gross.
We won't go off on that tangent.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Never.
Oh, sometimes. Talking about beer here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude! Being sober is a trip.
Yeah, because we don't do it often.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like this just kind of like a drug. Like I'm like,
Honestly, I get asked a lot, like, how do you, how are you behind the bar? Like, how do you deal with drunk people? There's a lot of nights, whether it's my friends, guests, when you're sober, you get to enjoy all the dumb drunk shit that, like, stuff like if all of us or all you guys were, like, drunk right now, you're not going to remember in the morning. I get to hold on to all of that. It's like blackmail. And I get to, like, I take the videos, the photos. I mean, yes, I'm going to take care of my friends. I make sure, they get, sober rides and shit like that. But, I have some, like, good quality content on so many people. Because when you're sober, you're just like, oh. And then there's other things that are not funny at all. But because everyone else is drunk, they think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing and a curse.
I think I got some footage of drunk Jack somewhere.
Oh, I got, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have all that drunk footage too whenever I worked at Three Crow because we couldn't drink there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I would literally be recording the weirdest fucking shit.
y'all really couldn't drink at Three Crow? Now that I'm thinking about it, I never saw y'all drink. Really? Till towards the end.
Yeah, whenever I first started working there, yeah. But I mean, after pandemic hit, shift shot.
Shift shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was because we were in the middle of a global pandemic.
Man, and your car was outside of Three Crow. Your car got fucked up in a tornado, didn't it?
I was in Three Crow for the tornado. And then yeah, my car was basically blocked in for I think a month and a half.
Shit.
Basically sitting right outside Three Crow.
Dude, I remember that day. I was in Three Crow, and I was so fucking drunk. I went to a Preds game with Akinde and Chris Mallon, and just imagine how that went.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I know how that went. Yeah.
I hate Sam Mallon. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Mallon's fucking crushing it right now, though. Like, he's fucking doing his whiskey class shit.
I actually haven't seen him in a few months.
I saw him yesterday, actually, because he's been doing a whiskey class at Rosemary. And, like, so proud of dude, because, like, his shit's, like, exclusively a part of an Airbnb experience. So, motherfucker, come.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
people go, like, come to stay in Nashville, like, oh, you want to have an experience, you can go sign up for this whiskey class, and it's, like, $85 a head.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
Make that money.
Make that money. He said
Yeah.
he's like, man, I haven't bartended, like, since I started doing this. I'm like, that's fucking sick, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and he's doing what? Got classes 5 days a week. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's booming.
If you can get so many classes, yeah. That's
right?
easy money.
Easy money, man.
Yep.
And, like, Tanner said he got to teach one of the classes and said it was like, and people are actually in the class tipping. So
Really?
it's like, he was like, man, dude, Tanner was like, man, I made like almost $100 shit, plus getting paid for the class type shit. Like, yeah, go Chris Mallon, go.
Yeah, a couple years from now when my body gives out, I know what I'm going to try to do.
Man, start teaching classes.
Classes.
Well, that's the Liquor Labs thing. They were doing, Liquor Labs started like,
Yeah.
they're really cool. I think they're going to open back up soon. I think that shit got fucked up by the bombing because they were on second.
I don't remember Carlos's episode, so.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I was.
Did it? I don't think it did.
I don't know, but because I know they were doing a lot of.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
Because they were throwing those like little low key parties there too.
Yeah.
Like, that was cool. And Liquor Labs, that space is nice. I haven't heard Andy Boone because Andy Boone was working there.
That's why I was just trying to like, because I played Pokemon Go with
Boone.
Yeah, we would play in the park all the time.
Y'all are weird.
It's so weird, dude. There was this like weird like 10, 12 bartender group that we would all go to the park and play.
That's funny.
And it was just like, none of us got anything to do with our lives. Let's hang out in a park and smoke cigarettes and drink beers and
Catch
catch Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
But yeah, I don't think they have been doing any classes. I think they're gonna bring the classes back.
Okay.
Because I know they went virtual, which actually the pandemic kind of like shot them through the fucking moon, man. Like, because once they started doing all those virtual classes, so like instead of just like 20 people being able to be in the class, you can have 200 people watching virtually and shit, man. And yeah, they shout out to Liquor Labs too. But
I was gonna say I don't think lockdown was as bad as some people made it.
it was weird. I'll definitely say it was weird.
Shit wasn't good.
It was
I think a lot of people seized the opportunity, and some people just aren't used to being like alone.
Yeah, definitely. People weren't used to being alone, and fucking. I think what I saw, a lot of my friends that like had really good ideas to do stuff. You could tell like the reason they weren't able to get those ideas was because they had been working too fucking much.
Yeah.
And like once they had the time to do it, they fucking did it, and now not working those jobs anymore, or not as much as they used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Vinny and Storm. They're cool. They were part of the Fifth and Taylor crew, but they have Hot Poppy Go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. They started fucking Nashville food delivery service app where they only work with like organic and locally sourced stuff, and they're like Instacart type shit. Which
There's a lot of people that found a lot of. I feel like I'm the opposite. I weirdly, for like 3 or 4 days, thought I was the one that caused the pandemic. It sounds so bad to say that, but
you fucking penguin.
But so I've been managing Mercy Lounge for a couple years, and I stepped down. I was like, I'm just going to be a bartender, but we were still busy, and I was like, man, I just would love to have like a month or two where I got to do nothing. I don't have to work. I can just sit on my couch and watch Netflix. And a fucking week later, the pandemic like starts to get talked about, and then it's like in the States. And I was like, oh God, did I pray for this? Like, did I remember my owner telling me, and I was like, yes, but like, oh God, this sucks for everyone else. But I mean, I just took the time to be lazy.
Dude, it was the fucking the not knowing where like money was gonna come from, and then but then the government like they started giving us unemployment, that was my first time ever filing for unemployment ever in life, and apparently, man, that shit runs out, which I think is weird. But like, that shit runs out
forever.
But you've been paying into it for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, man. So you telling me I didn't even go like a full calendar year of being unemployed, and that shit ran out already? And
you mean to tell me
I've been giving y'all all this money all these years, and I can't even be fucked up for a year? And
Well, I know for me, for a lot of people, it wasn't this way, but I was very fortunate. Not drinking, I've learned. So, like, when you get rid of one addiction, you pick up another.
Yeah.
So I saw people, like, when I was in rehab, I saw, like, one gal who picked up online shopping. I watched her ring up, like, $2,000 of shit on a
But that's
fucking
probably she was
Visa.
spending on booze.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Damn.
I watched another dude who, like, got major into CrossFit. And was like, I still keep up with him, and to this day, he is jacked now. He does not look like the same person that I was.
Because he's addicted to CrossFit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My addiction was saving money because I never had money. I always spent it at bars. I would be like, all right, what's my rent's due tomorrow? I got an extra $25. Where can I go and drink the most amount of money? Make sure I can tip the bartender, and still get drunk.
Somewhere that loves you.
3 crow tokens. Here we go.
facts?
Always what it was.
You know what? I
Hey,
wonder.
you weren't there yet.
Fact, yeah, no, no, but it's fine. Like, no, them fucking tokens come in fucking handy. Like,
I'm curious to like. I think like especially with like the whole 3 crow shit happening. I'm sure people still have a fuck ton of those tokens.
I got a bowl this big.
I'm like, why don't everybody that used to go there in the neighborhood just go in there and use those tokens?
because they're not accepted.
They're not accepted.
Yeah,
They're not
they don't
accepted.
accept them anymore.
We
'Cause
didn't.
that's what
We stopped accepting them whenever the pandemic hit because we had to make some kind of money.
Oh,
I mean, imagine if
I
people
bet
come
they
in
take
like,
those motherfuckers now.
no,
Probably not.
no, they still don't take them.
They dry as hell.
They're sad. That's a sad place, guys.
Oh, no, I would be taking those tokens. I'd take anything I could get anytime I drive by there.
Hey, listen. They had an offer, and
They declined it.
it got declined. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But
But they
so-
sometimes you got to learn lessons the hard way, I guess.
some people say a hard head makes a
Soft ass.
Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't have did their staff like that. And the fact that whoever that person was that was like running it, when she like doubled down on the bullshit, that was he was like, damn, man, but that wasn't their first time fucking people over. I still remember what they did to 1016, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember going in there that day and finding out about that shit.
Yup.
like their staff didn't know that they were closing until like motherfuckers thought they were getting up to go to work the next day, and they're like, it closed, and it was like close to Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up, man.
Well, it pissed me off a lot. I mean, obviously, 3 Crow was my bar. I felt like a regular. I made this huge post about it the day everything went down with the staff, where it was like, I survived a tornado in here. This is where I found my sobriety, and I found my being able to be comfortable in my sobriety here. Like, all the staff knew me. They made sure I was always taken care of. And then to just find out that everyone got done dirty that way, I was like, dude, fuck this place. I'm done.
And that place was like that for so many of us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once Edgefield closed, I was like, oh, 3 Crow. And I always would go to 3 Crow, but I was an Edgefield guy, man. I was fucking trashy.
How many times did we run into each other at the corner of the bar there, right at the server station?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, what up, Vic? Monday night, 1:30 in the morning. Here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
I'm sliding trying to get some food, man, and drink. And
God, I miss those tenders so much, though. I ain't gonna lie.
the tenders were good.
I know everywhere else probably makes the same fucking tenders, but
It's not
they
like
just
3 Crow.
tasted different. Yeah,
It tasted different in that space.
No, it was the marinade.
Is it the
the
marinade?
cigarette smoke in the air.
It's just everything about it. Just everything about it.
Marcus back there over fucking cooking shit.
And we didn't even care if you overcooked it. Man, they good today.
He back there entertaining his girlfriend on fucking FaceTime and shit
Fucking up my tenders.
with his tooth with his 3 teeth that are missing up top.
What the fuck was it that I used to get there? Was it the French dip?
Oh, dude, that French dip.
French dip.
I was so angry the day they took it off the menu.
I was so angry at the fact that I want to go back in 3 Crow, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
I just want the wasabi ranch.
That shit was fire. I used to put my.
I don't think I ever had.
The wasabi mayo.
The wasabi
Yeah,
mayo.
mayo.
Oh, yeah.
All it
yeah,
is
yeah.
is
Dip my fucking
wasabi
fries in
powder.
that
It's
bitch, man.
wasabi powder and fucking mayonnaise mixed together.
All right, thanks.
Well, cool. Now we know.
Appreciate it.
Shit. Cause that shit was fucking. That shit was smacking, man. Like I used to dip my French fries in the wasabi.
Sweet
mayo.
potato tots.
I hate sweet potato tots.
Yeah,
They're too sweet.
Foes of fire.
I don't fuck with sweet potato.
I love sweet potatoes.
Like I don't like sweet potato fries. Don't like sweet potato
I got
tots.
some at home right now.
Went to this one bar in St. Augustine and had some ceviche, and they had it served. They had sweet potato chips that went with the ceviche, and I was like, I usually hate sweet potato anything, but those were fucking fire with ceviche.
You like that sweet potato puree that we had whenever we were at that tapas place in Vegas too?
I did, and I was like, I usually don't like sweet
because
potato.
it didn't taste like a sweet potato. It tastes like a regular potato.
It tastes like a regular. That shit was fire.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it. Somehow they took the
the sweet
sweetness
out.
out of the sweet potato. Like it's weird.
That motherfucker was. Oh, I forgot all about that. I did love that shit. What's the name of that place?
Firefly.
Firefly. Yeah, Firefly in Vegas.
All right.
Yeah.
I just don't. I hate when people try to replace actual potato things with sweet potatoes. I don't care if you've got sweet potatoes and regular whatever, mashed potatoes. I'm down with that. Don't try to. Same with cauliflower. People that replace potato-based things with cauliflower, go fuck yourself. I don't like you. You ruin my life. Mashed potato or potatoes in general are the best food ever.
I love potatoes, man.
They're my favorite.
But you know who has really good cauliflower? Oku. That Kung Pao cauliflower at Oku is fucking fire.
I don't think I've had that.
My boy got good cauliflower.
Who?
Coneheads.
At Coneheads, yeah. I had that before, too. At the cauliflower cone.
I did have good cauliflower one place, one time.
I mean, it's deep fried as fuck, but that shit's still fucking flame.
Fucking Maze de la Vida.
Lemon pepper.
They've done cauliflower tacos, which are pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. But, man, Oku, if you get a chance, man, just go there for the...
Oh, and Sweet 1225.
They got good cauliflower?
Yeah, they do cauliflower tacos.
I've never been to Sweet 1225. I never even knew that place existed.
Because they just open.
It makes sense.
I can't keep up anymore. There's
So many places.
Yeah. I mean, when I ran into you at Zeppelin last week, that was my first time going in there.
Mine too. I was fucking trash too, man. I was fucked up.
Before you got here, I looked at Katie. I was like, yeah, I made sure to text Vic yesterday because I literally didn't know if I was actually doing this or if this was just we talked about it at the bar.
No. See, I remember we talked about it.
But it was in my calendar and you did all that. So
Yeah,
I was
see.
like, I think we're on, but I'm still going to send this safety
I was
text.
fucking fucked, yo. Like, I mean, I'm talking about I was in the middle of like a bender.
I mean, you told me, but you weren't. It didn't show. Like real talk, it didn't. Like I've seen you wilding out, and that you were just chill. But I mean, we only talked for 15, 20 minutes, and then I was out. So
I was like, man, 20 more minutes, man. It'd probably be like, what the fuck is Vic talking about? Like, I ended up, I think I ended up ended up cussing this chick out at Lakeside. She was in the wrong, though. That's all I'm saying. I do remember that. She was not right. I was in the right. Apparently, I called her a white bitch. And I didn't call her a white bitch. I swear, if you listen to this podcast, I did not call you a white bitch. I said, stop doing that white bitch shit. And I remember that. That's two totally different things.
Uh-huh.
Cause no, Akinde was fucking faded, and I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna let Akinde kill me, and he's my ride. So like, no, we're gonna make some. I already got his keys. I'm like, man, stop doing the white bitch shit, man. Just give me the goddamn keys. Shit, you called me a white bitch. No, I didn't. I said you doing white bitch shit. Cause
It's also not reverse racism because it's not a thing.
it's not. No, it wasn't reverse racism. It's not. You called me a white bitch in front of my husband. Well,
Your husband ain't say shit.
your husband ain't said a goddamn thing.
Ooh.
And then apparently, like, somebody got jumped outside of Lakeside that night. I go into Lakeside the next day. Lee asked me, man, did you get in a fight yesterday at Lakeside? I was like, no. What? No,
They
absolutely.
jumped the wrong person.
Dude, that place is something
They're probably trying
else.
to jump your ass.
Probably.
That place is something else on the weekends. Like, shout out to the crew there. I love the whole staff.
Yeah, they're
but
great people.
I refuse to go there on the weekends anymore. It's a totally, like, weeknights, it feels, just like,
Edgefield.
yeah, East Nashville bar. But I walked in there like a couple weekends ago. No one looked like they were of age to drink. And they all were. That's
Yeah.
just me being an old man. That's not me saying anything about the bar. But I was like,
I think that's about to be East Nashville in general.
I
Like,
mean, I've seen it at Rosemary a couple times.
Yeah.
I've walked in there. I'm like, Jesus, what?
there's this one kid that comes in, like, he came in during the summer. He's also awkward because he moved here from LA, but he was here. He was there on Saturday, and he just, like, sits at the bar by himself. I don't think he really has any friends, but he's trying to, like, hit on girls, but he looks like a child. He, like, in actual size and, like, his physical appearance, he looks like a child actor. Like, he could probably be on a Disney show right now, even though he is of age to drink. He looks that much like a child, and like every time he comes in, I'm like, I don't feel right about this. I just don't feel right about this. Like, I just don't think. I think you're lying. This could just be being old, but I was like, even whenever I was your age, I didn't look like that, and none of the niggas I was fucking with looked like that, and none of the kids I grew up with, like, we all looked like we was of age. Like, we looked like we were able to go out, and we're not gonna be like mistaken as a child. You look like a child. Like, you look like you should be friends with my son. That's how he looks.
I have no idea who this person she's talking to. I've never seen this man a day in my life.
He has a
He's
really
looking for a friend.
he has a sharp a really sharp like what the little Dapper Dan like sharp part right here, and then he has a little swoop comb over.
The white guy swoop.
Yeah, like little. It's kind of like the Macaulay Culkin whenever he was in the bathroom and he like kind of takes a brush and like tries to like give himself a little boop. He's like a child actor. That's what it looks like.
That's weird.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I would like to see this man. Boy.
Also, what is this? What is this place call? The Underdog? Is it?
Yeah, Underdog's cool.
Yeah, I have yet to go, but
same. Is it new?
No,
but old. I mean, I've seen where it's at.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I thought somebody was just getting up down confused and just calling it Underdog.
No.
And I was like,
nope. That's where that was a good place to go where when bars couldn't be open during the quarantine.
I mean, because it doesn't look like a bar.
Nope.
It looks like an abandoned building.
Exactly. It was closed. I mean, okay.
Posters all over.
Did Sean P used to
have the shop right beside it?
Yeah. All right.
yeah, I always got it confused with. I thought people were getting it confused with Tin Dog, but Tin Dog is now Lucky's. So I was always like, wait, Underdog. Wait, no. Lucky's is my jam.
I love Lucky's, but Tin Dog is I had so many not proud moments.
Oh yeah.
Anytime I was at Tin Dog was not a proud moment.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you went there to have a not proud moment.
Yeah, I've seen the sunrise so many times on that fucking patio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I've only seen the sunrise at Rosemary and at motherfucking the diner. Yikes.
Yeah.
I used to watch the.
That was a weird day whenever I was at the fucking diner and the fucking sun came up and I was like, where in the fuck?
Wait, were you working there or
no?
No, hanging out. Okay, that's I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yep.
And then
mine was always Hermitage Cafe.
Yeah, and then we decided to fucking.
Yeah.
We decided to walk through downtown that morning. That was the first time I met Amadeus.
Our word?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. I hope he's doing all right.
I'm sureAmi's doing great.
I'm sure he's doing well. He's always doing good. I'm just, I haven't seen homie in a while.
I just saw him 3-4 weeks ago.
Okay.
Over at 308.
Okay.
Camp for the 308 throwback.
Yeah, and it was like a monster truck show downtown. But again, it's the sun's rising, so obviously no one's down there. So it's just like me, this girl that used to be a friend of mine that's no longer a friend of mine because she's a trash person, and a bunch of people that we had just know.
Is that a curiosity? I mean, does she do white bitch shit?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
was just about to interject. I had my mouth. I was like, yeah, but does she?
But
Yes.
does she?
Very much so. I mean, I had to smack that bitch. Literally. Because she started talking about my child and my boyfriend at the time.
Smackable offenses.
Yeah. She had to get touched. But yeah, we was aimlessly walking the streets of Broadway, taking pictures in front of monster trucks at like 6 a.m.
Sounds like a...
Refreshments.
Yeah, definitely. Refreshments were provided. That sounds like a refreshment day. I guess it's that time, man.
Question and answer portion of the show where we get to hit you with our 3 questions. First me, then Clay, then Vic.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm in.
Yeah, word. So mine is, what's your walk-in story? It's the basis of our show, Spencer. You've listened to the podcast, so you understand this question.
Yeah. So I've like questioned this and like, what would I say? I don't feel like everyone else has like cooler stories than I do. I'm like a
See what
super.
you did there would have been a walk in. You said cooler.
Yeah.
You're funny. You're a funny guy.
You know, you caught me. I don't know. Like for actual walk-in stories. So I'm a very angry person, sober or drunk. I have anger issues.
Oh man, you always seem happy to me.
Exactly. Yeah. Jack Barry's got plenty of stories about me. You ask him or Cass living with me. I've gotten a lot better now that I don't drink because alcohol did really heighten a lot of that. But the walk-in is still my place to go let out all my rage when something happens behind the bar. It's like, I got to go get a fucking case of beer right now. And it's like, into the walk-in. So the walk-in at Mercy definitely has a lot of dents in it from where, hence the broken knuckle I have.
Yeah.
You know, the walls outside the walk-in. We've got, luckily it's just sheetrock, but there's holes everywhere. But yeah, the walk-in's always been like it's my therapist. It's where I go to
Anger and rage.
and back in the day, that's because it was the only place that didn't have cameras.
Yeah.
And so I would be doing inventory at work, and that's where I drank all the Jägermeister and Fireball. And you would just hide it in like beer cases and, you know, take it out with the rest of the trash at the end of the night of like cardboard. But yeah. Oh, God only knows how much Jaeger has been drank in the Mercy Lounge cooler.
Yeah. Fucking Jaeger.
Jaeger nights.
Yeah, I've never done anything like crazy, raunchy. Nothing.
Anybody like just piss you off to the point where you had to like go in there and like just like punch like anything in the walk-in? I've went inside a walk-in and just started punching shit.
Oh, I've gone in and grabbed cans of beer or bottles of beer back. We have cans now, bottles back in the day, and just grabbed things and thrown them on the ground just to break them. And I'm like, it's worth me cleaning all this shit up, and I'll buy the beers on my tab later, just because I'm so angry and I want to break something right now. So
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely done that. That's
the cleaning up is like this that you're calming down to like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just did this. Like I think I was at Finn and Pearl and I like punched something and I punched it hard and it went everywhere in the fucking walk-in. And I was just like, and it was something like mayonnaise or some bullshit like that. It was some shit. It went everywhere. And I'm sitting there.
In her punch of mayonnaise.
I'm sitting in my clothes. I got mayonnaise all over me. I'm still angry. But then I'm like, now I have to clean this up.
Oh, yeah.
And then I calmed down. By the time I cleaned it up, it was calmed in.
Well, I'm one of those people, too, when I get, like, upset about something, I don't rationally think about what I'm about to do, you know, hence punching a brick wall. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose that fight 10 out of 10 times. And so same thing, like, in the walk-in, you go to, like, I'm going to break this, and you throw something, and then it, like, shoots off the wall and hits you back. And then you just feel so stupid because no one's there to witness it. No one else did this to you. It's just you just got beat by, you know, a piece of glass from a bottle flying at you. Yeah. It's humiliating, you know?
You can't. You nobody's laughing at you, so you just feel dumb. You just like. As I sat there with mayonnaise all over me, I was just like, nobody saw this. It's just me here with mayonnaise all over me.
Mayonnaise.
It wasn't mayonnaise. It was like some aioli or some shit like that. I was just mad swinging.
That's mayonnaise.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will say the worst, coming back from COVID, obviously we had to get like rid of like every bar, you know, all your beers outdated, so you get rid of everything. So when we were getting ready to open and have shows again, we got this giant beer order. I want to say the day was like, between liquor and beer, it was like 600, 700 cases. And I do all of our deliveries.
Jeez.
So it was just massive. And I've been there for like 12 hours. And the last chunk of cases, I have a picture of it somewhere on my phone. I was like moving them all, and all the cardboard gave out on them. And it was just, we have this ramp that goes up into our cooler, and then it goes down to another ramp into the hallway. Mm-hmm. And they all perfectly fell, 12 fucking cases of Yingling, I'll never forget. And they all broke out of their six-pack rings and just rolled down into a 500 cap venue. And it was just me standing there watching beer roll everywhere. I was like, I got to pick every one of these.
I gotta go get those.
This sucks. It was like the worst ending to the day. And I was like, I don't know if I want to come back to work in a bar. What decision did I make? This is stupid. But
It's sometimes the smallest things
It
that
really-
just
oh my God.
fucking just destroy your day.
dude, someone shit on the floor last week. Like, End of the night, it was a perfect night. It was my favorite band playing, and then I almost stepped in a turd. I was like, what human being lifted up their skirt and fucking just dropped a log?
It definitely was a chick.
Oh, 100%. I can tell you from that crowd, it was an emo show. Like, the way where it was, right at my entrance to my bar, it was like, nah. One of you little gals that had your skirt on, you just lifted it up, let it fall out, and kept on walking.
That is so disgusting. So gross. Oh, no.
Oh, dude. Yeah. We had someone throw up. I wasn't there, thankfully. We had someone throw up in our tip jar last week. Like 2 nights later. Turd happens. Girl grabs our tip jar at the register with all the cash, throws up in it, and then walks away. My bartender didn't see it, so she goes at the end of the night to like change in
No
ones.
fucking way. I would have
No.
And just gravy. It was.
I would have. See, I would have got fired that day. I would have probably threw that shit at that little girl.
Oh, hands down.
I'd have, like, the fuck. I fuck the money at that point because I'm not touching that shit.
Give me your credit card.
Give me your credit card on your the equivalent. Yeah,
Exactly.
bitch.
I'm charging your card for it. Like,
You got
that's
this
your
shit.
money now.
That's
Take
your money.
it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take this one off the card.
Also, like, god damn it, who does that?
Just in the tip jar.
That's
Yeah.
gross as fuck.
That's
So me. So yeah, our 86 portion. What would you like to see less of or get rid of in the industry?
I think a big one for me, because I started off as a barback. I don't like using the term like ego, but kind of that mentality of bartenders who are too good to barback or ever learn. I think every bartender should have to be a barback at one point.
I do too.
Because it really, and I know, like, I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, but I know bartenders that are like, nah, I don't do that shit. And I'm like, first of all, exactly. Like, you don't make money without your bar back. Like, if you've got one there.
The best bartender is not the best bartender without a bar back.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, those jobs, they really go, they go hand in hand, you know?
And it pisses me off. It really does. And like I said, I think it comes from me being a bar back originally. But, like, having a bartender ask you something so stupid, like, hey, where do we keep this? And I'm like, you don't know where we keep that fucking beer in the cooler? You can't go find where the Stella is? Like, you need me, but yet you refuse. Like, nah, every bartender should have to bar back. Just like, if you're in a restaurant or anywhere that has food, like, you should have to serve. I have the utmost, I will not serve, and it's solely because I already know how much of a pain in the ass that is, and I have so much respect for anyone that's a server.
That's why servers make all the money, man.
Yeah.
Like, servers in restaurants, they're making more money than bartenders. Like, I got some homies that work in, like, nice ass places, and those servers are making some fucking real deal cheese, man.
And you're working for it too.
Yeah, see, I can't do the whole, like, begging people to pay me shit, man.
No.
And that's how I view it. And that's just my personal, because I'm like, I always catch myself, like, not being myself serving. I have to make up this whole new person to, wait on these people.
Yeah. I need the bar in front of me. I need that safe space. It's my world. You need something from me right now. Like,
I'm not walking up to you.
Yeah.
Because I was working in places. I have to change my voice.
Oh, yeah.
I have to, like, what's it called? I have to code switch. That's just trash.
like, oh, motherfuckers. Hey, how's it going today?
Welcome
I'm
to
so
Shenanigans.
excited to tell you about our specials. Although I will say I still do that shit behind the bar. Like, my coworkers know, like, I'll be like, motherfucker, God, I fucking hate, hey, how's it going? Like, I hit that switch real easily. I also play the role of, like, I don't typically let people know that I'm sober. Because you get, like, a weird reaction behind the bar. Like, some people don't trust a bartender who doesn't drink. So
I don't understand why people would think that, man. Usually a bartender that doesn't drink is a bartender that used to drink all the time.
yeah. So I just, like, I play the game, feel it out. I'm like, yeah, I'll do fake shots with you. Like, you don't have to know that my water is tequila, and I just tell people I drink really expensive shit and leave it on the tip line. I'm not going to make you pay for my shot.
I just
of
started
tequila.
drinking later in the fucking night. Like, if I do drink at work now, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna drink before midnight anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm just like, the crowd is just too much. I'm just like, then I finally hit my breaking point because I'm like, yeah, like these motherfuckers. Like, why am I putting out so many people before it's even midnight?
Yeah.
Like, why am I having to cut this many people off? Why is your friend sitting on the toilet with the door wide open with his pants down, passed out on the toilet seat, and it's 9:30 at night? What have y'all been doing?
The most?
It's time. It's time.
All right. I guess it's my question. What is your Waffle House meal?
I'm so excited for this question because I will give you my answer, but then I have a question in return for all three of y'all.
Okay.
Waffle House meal, couple eggs, cheese, hot sauce, hash browns, bacon and sausage, 2 chocolate chip waffles, very little amount of syrup on them, all the butter, and biscuits and gravy.
That's a big Waffle House meal.
I am very much of a I'm like a boa constrictor. I only eat like once every so often, and then it like takes me over. So yeah, I've eaten one meal in the last 48 hours.
Really?
Yeah, I hate eating.
Damn.
So when I eat, I like gorge, and then I'm good. But my question in return is, because this was a debate between me, Joco, a couple other people at Dino's a few weeks ago. Can you get a fucking pancake at Waffle House?
No.
I don't think you can.
No,
What?
right?
I mean, why not? They got the batter. Just throw that shit on the
See,
griddle.
that's what they said, but
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can.
I think they know they can make it, but I don't think they will because they're not Pancake House, they're Waffle House.
Thank you, Vic.
Have you asked?
No. I haven't.
And I refuse to because I've got a $20 bet right now. I'm gonna win that $20.
I mean, a motherfucker might look like. I think if you go to the right Waffle House,
You got to go
somebody
at the
might
right
do it.
time. Don't go late at night.
But if you, it depends on who's there. One motherfucker might look at you like, nigga, does it say Pancake House on the front of this bitch? Say Waffle House. I got a fucking griddle for waffles. I got a waffle maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna have me fuck up my flat top.
You want
with
fucking
your-
pancakes? Go to IHOP.
Yeah, go to fucking IHOP. I hate IHOP, actually.
Suck it, Joco. I love you.
I almost want to go ask, can I get a pancake at Waffle House?
I'm going to do that shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Their biscuits and gravy is good, too.
It is. I'm still a fan of Hermitage, though. That was always my biscuits and gravy place, man.
It's just
Nothing can beat it.
Why did they close down? Did it just get too expensive?
Money. They got bought out.
It's the same. I mean, they literally the same day we announced ours. There was
The rent is too fucking high.
yeah.
And I think it's everywhere in general right now. I mean, like
That
just
whole
looking
strip.
looking to buy or find a house or an apartment right now, like the prices for that shit. I'm like, that's more than a fucking mortgage. You got to be kidding me, right?
Yep.
You know, Batter's Box. I guarantee you, in the next couple of years, watch Batter's Box go too,
Oh, both of them.
because they're on that same strip. All those businesses.
Yeah, and Batter's Box is cool, man. I'm
I
pretty sure.
fucking love Batter's Box.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just making money because that's just a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of other places to go when everything was shut down.
yeah, Batter's Box, man. Yeah.
That was.
All right. Well, Spencer, I want to thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Man, thanks for bringing all this non-alcoholic Heineken.
Yeah.
I'm actually enjoying it. Crazy enough.
Ain't bad.
If you would like, man, let the people know where they can find you at.
Yeah, so I technically have 2 accounts on Instagram. One is Emo Night Nashville. That's EMONIGHT Nashville. And then my personal account is Bangarang. That's B as in boy. ANGAHRANG.
Oh, and yeah, you beat us in fantasy football this year, motherfucker.
I didn't want to bring it up, but you brought it up. I kicked everyone's ass in fantasy football this year.
You did, mother. I was doing okay until I wasn't.
You had a decent run there at the end. You almost made it in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you had me sweating.
Man, what, man? Fucking, if Derrick Henry wouldn't have got injured, man, I would have fucking.
Hey, beautiful thing is Dynasty.
Yeah,
They're all yours now next year, so you got to make that run.
I'm gonna ask you how that works after this. Katie, please let them know where they can find you.
It's your girl HBK. You can find me on the gram at HAPINAPIFROYO. Happy Nappy Froyo. Also Katie Sadiq, SADDIQ on Facebook. It's been another episode. Thanks, guys.
Clay.
On the gram, the professional, DA professional. It's the way it sounds. Yeah. Probably that.
And it's Vic, hot sauce tuna sandwich on Instagram. Because hot sauce goes on tuna sandwiches.
I tried it. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Nope.
I love hot sauce on tuna sandwiches.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tried it, but I would fuck with it.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
But thank you guys for listening, man. Y'all have a good one.